What is the mercantile system? Have you ever wondered how countries used to think about wealth and trade? The mercantile system, also known as mercantilism, was a major economic policy in Europe from the mid-16th century to the mid-18th century. This system aimed to boost national wealth and power through strict government control over the economy. The goal was to maximize exports while minimizing imports. Under mercantilism, accumulating precious metals like gold and silver was a top priority. Countries believed that having a lot of these metals meant more power and wealth. To achieve this, they focused on maintaining a favorable balance of trade. This meant selling more goods to other countries than they bought from them. Governments played a huge role in the system. They intervened heavily in commerce, often siding with merchants and manufacturers. This support came in the form of tariffs, subsidies, and monopolies granted by the state. These privileges helped certain businesses thrive but often came at the expense of consumers and other economic groups. For example, when the government imposed tariffs on foreign goods, it made those products more expensive. This benefited local manufacturers but hurt consumers who had to pay higher prices. The interests of favored groups were prioritized, leaving laborers and landowners with fewer benefits. From a libertarian perspective, mercantilism is seen as a restrictive system that goes against the principles of free markets and individual freedom. Libertarians advocate for minimal government interference in the economy. They believe that voluntary exchanges lead to better outcomes for everyone. Adam Smith, a key figure in the history of economic thought, critiqued mercantilism. He argued that it was self-serving and detrimental to overall economic welfare. Smith pointed out that mercantilism created artificial barriers and taxes on trade. These measures benefited a select few while harming the broader population. Libertarians value free markets as essential for individual rights and prosperity. They argue that the mercantile system represents an outdated approach that limits economic efficiency and personal freedom. Instead, they advocate for open trade and competition, believing that economic freedom leads to innovation and wealth creation. In practical terms, libertarians support removing tariffs, subsidies, and monopolistic privileges that mercantilism relies on. They argue that a system based on natural liberty and free markets is the best way to promote prosperity and respect individual rights. So, the mercantile system is viewed as a historical approach that libertarianism opposes in favor of a more open and free economic environment.